Good evening, all. Good evening, all. You're welcome to the tutorials with Farmer Eternity, the schoolboy. Today we start with our biology review, the assignments I gave us yesterday to review. So today we are going to review the assignments. I hope you did the assignments. Those that were here yesterday. How many of you did the assignment? Let me see your hands up. Kamsi, you don't do the assignment, Kamsi. What's going on? What is it? Huh? You were not with your book. You gave who did you give your book to? I gave assignment, you gave somebody your book. All right. So let's the first question says the ability of a living organism to detect and respond to changes in the environment is referred to as A, growth, B, taxis, C, locomotion, D, irritability. What's the name? Ado. What's the answer? Irritability. That's one of the characteristics of what? Living things. Who has a contrary answer? Do you all agree with her? Good. Number 2 says, the organelles present in cells that are actively respiring and photosynthesizing. The organelles present in cells that are actively respiring and photosynthesizing are A, Golgi apparatus and endoplasmic reticulum, B, nucleus and centrioles, C, mitochondria and chloroplast, D, lysosomes and ribosomes. So what's the answer? C is what? Mitochondria and any other answer? All right. You know, we are talking about we are in the structures found in the cell. So some people are looking confused. Child. But it's well. It's normal, okay? You know, what we do here is that we every day, like now, this assignment now, tomorrow you take it to me and do the assignment. So tomorrow, the first thing we do is that after right now the next assignment, we review this. We try to see those that did it, and from there you also learn more about it, okay? But the first thing to do is to do the assignment yourself first. So that's what you are doing now. So after this now, we'll now enter the subject of the day, which is chemistry. So don't be. But you were not here yesterday. So okay, you asked those that were here and copied it. That's good. I like that. She wasn't yesterday. She still had to look for someone to get there. I like that. It's good. So that's what you are doing now. So we said that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the what? Cell, right? So that's where respiration takes place, right? Good. And the chloroplast is for what? Photosynthesis, right? Good. So the answer, I agree with you. The answer is what? C. Mitochondria and what? Chloroplast. Number 3 says, which of the following is an organ? Which of the following is an organ? A, guard cell. B, liver. C, xylem bundle. D, blood. Wow, that's good. Liver is an organ. Liver is what? An organ. Because we have liver tissues. We come down to liver cells, or we call them hepatocytes. Hepatocytes are the liver cell. So liver is an organ. I agree with you. Any contrary, I agree with her. but you may choose to disagree. Then we'll discuss it. That's why it's a review, okay? That I agree with her doesn't mean that it's the correct answer. So if you are against what she said, then you prove it. We look at it. You can even go to textbook or browse and see the correct answer. But me, I agree with her. Do we all agree with her? So leave her. Is that what? You, what's again? Nothing. Chibos or the other, come here. Come in first. Fast. Come and sit here. Carry your book and sit here. All right, so there. Okay. Yeah. Is what? Blood. No, blood is an organ. It's not an organ, it's a tissue. Because the blood as a tissue has cells. That's why you keep hearing blood cells, white blood cells, red blood cells. They make up the what? The blood. So blood is a tissue. Okay? Good. Chibu, I said you should come and sit here. Carry a book and come here. Let me know what you are doing. Carry a book and sit here. Fast. Sit here. Sit here. Is your forehead? And oh yeah, sit here. Okay, you want to sit there? It's okay. Anyway, I want to sit, but I want to see what you are doing. All right, now, number 4 says, most cells in higher animals retain their power of division, except A, lymphocytes, B, nerve cells, C, Malpighian cells, D, germ cells. Germ cells. What's the answer? Nerve cells. I agree with her. Who disagree with her? Who? Other cells they undergo cell division. In fact, germ cells are even the worst, because the germ cells we call them the primordial cells, as in the cell from which they divide and form other what? Cell. Okay? Germ cells have not been, if it's in the business world, they say that has not been customized, so germ cells are primordial, so they carry out. We'll still do this as a topic anyway. When we go to meiosis and what? Mitosis, okay? Then we'll talk about cell division. But just know that nerve cells, nerve cells have lost their what? That's why if you have issues with your nerves, it's difficult to regenerate. I'm not competing. I mean, when I say to someone that they say that they have spinal cord injury, serious one, and they say that later the spinal cord later regenerated. Unless it's just a kind of that's okay. Spinal cord. Hope you know what is spinal cord. Yes. Hope you know that it's not this bone. Because people used to say that he was involved in an accident and broke his spinal cord. It's not this bone at the back is called the what? Vertebral what? Column. Inside it, you have the spinal cord. Spinal cord is a kind of big lump of nerves that originate from the brain. They will go down. From there, different nerves come out and go to different places they supply. Am I communicating? So, nerve cells, they don't do what? They don't regenerate, okay? They don't, because if they don't undergo division, they cannot do what? Regenerate. Hope you know. Don't worry, you know more when we get there. All right, so I agree with Cynthia Roma. is their what? Nerve cells. Number 5 says, which of the following is a characteristic of the animal cells? Which of the following is a characteristic of the animal cells? A. Presence of chloroplast. B. Possession of a cellulose cell wall. C. Absence of large vacuoles. D. Presence of large vacuoles. Can I forget? Martin. C is what? Absence of large vacuole. Any contrary answer? Any contrary answer? The plant cells have what? Large what? Vacuoles. Plant cells have what? Chloroplast. Plant cells have what? Cellulose cell wall. Cellulose cell wall. But animal cells, the vacuole, they don't have large what? Vacuoles. So I agree with that. The answer is what? C. Number 6 says, the vacuole of a plant cell. The vacuole of a plant cell. Okay. The vacuole of a plant cell is A large empty space. B, smaller than that of an animal cell. C, filled with air. D, surrounded by a membrane. What's the answer? Filled with what? Cells. And this says I said air. Filled with air. Filled with air. Who disagree with him? Wow, Chibuzo, what's going on? Nobody agree with you. Chibuzo, what's going on? What's going on? Did you do the assignments? To do what? To do what? Just you're not feeling fine. So you went to the hospital yesterday, and now you're feeling fine now. So what do you come? You should have stayed at home now and take some rest. But it's okay. Okay. Let's allow her to talk. Okay. Has a large empty space. The plant cell. Who disagree with her? Hey! Surrounded by a membrane. Who agree with her? Yes. You agree with her? Yes. Okay, I agree with her. I agree with her. Now listen. Vacuole of a plant is never an empty what? Space. It has what is called sap. True of us? True of us? Are you aware? Good. And B said that it's smaller than that of animal cell. You know that is a lie. I hope you know. Are you aware that of plant cell is? Hope you know. Good. Filled with air is not air. Some questions may require you to pick out the most appropriate what? Option. Am I communicating? So here now, the most appropriate option here is what? D. Surrounded by a what? A membrane. Surrounded by a what? A membrane. Okay. With time, we will know the name of that membrane. With time. There's a question here that has to do with the name of the membrane. We will know the name of the membrane. It has a name. Now let's continue. Number 7 says, the part of the cell solely responsible for respiration is the part of the cell solely responsible for respiration is the A, nucleus, B, nucleolus, C, mitochondria, D, Golgi apparatus. Sit down. Chinaya, go to. I want to be seeing your face. Sit a place I will see your face. What's the name again? Chinaya, Mesoma said that the part of the cell that is solely responsible for respiration is mitochondria. Do you agree with her? You agree with her? Who else agree with her? All of you. Who disagree with her? Nobody. I agree with you, Mesoma. The answer is what? Mitochondria. That's the powerhouse of the world. So that's where cellular respiration takes place. Hope you know that respiration is not taking in air and taking oxygen and bringing out what? Carbon dioxide. Hope you know that is not respiration. That is just a part. It's just breathing. It's what? Breathing. Hope you know. Breathing is just a part of what? Respiration. The main respiration takes place in the what? Mitochondria, where the nutrient from the food you ate is broken down by the oxygen you took in or you take in, right? There, after the breakdown, energy in the form of ATP is what? Released. And this energy is what the cells of the body use in the what? Activities. So that means if you don't take in oxygen, there will be no breakdown of the nutrient, the food you got from nutrition. There will be no breakdown. And if there is no breakdown, energy will not be released. And if energy is not released, that living organism is as good as what? Dead vegetable. Because you can't even blink your eyes. You can't lift your hand. That you're able to come here is that energy release. Your cells are continuously respiring, breaking down the nutrient continuously and releasing energy. It's because the different cells in your body are doing that. The cells of the muscles of this are doing that. That's why you can do what? Come here. Two of us. The cells of your bone are doing that. That's why your bone is alive. Two of us. The cells of your eyes are doing all the part of the body. The cells that make up the different part of the body are doing the same thing. Am I completing? So that's why it's very, very important. So the answer is what? C, mitochondria. I agree with you. The number 8 says, the figure, we will not draw it again. You already have it in here. Those that were not here can just check your neighbor. The diagram is there already. In figure, this should be in the figure below. The structure labeled X is what? Before you can answer this question, okay, A says cell wall. B, plasma membrane. C, nuclear membrane. D, mucilage wall. Before you can answer this question, you must first of all identify the diagram we have here. So who can identify that diagram? What is that? No, I mean the diagram itself. Plant cell. Who else? Anyway, we will still do classification. You see all this. This is a segment of Spirogyra. Don't you know? Don't you know? This is just a experiment of what? Spirogyra. Look at it now. Look at the cycling the cytoplasm, winding this thing. Look at the nucleus. This is what Spirogyra. Now, in a Spirogyra, this outermost. So, what is that now? Who can answer the question? A, cell wall. B is what? Plasma membrane. Who else? D is mucilage. Who else? She was not A. Plasma membrane. Comes, what's the answer? You don't know because you use your notebook to do charity and you forgot to do your assignment. Now you don't know. Comes. Elimed, what's the answer? Say what? You don't know. Chibus, what's the answer? You don't know. Chibus, what's the answer? You mean assignment of here? Number 8, what's the answer? Oh yeah? Who said mucilage here? The answer is D. Mucilage what? Wall. In a Spirogyra, these things, mucilage, they are the who has seen Or who knows much about spirogyra here? There are a lot of process that they undergo to secrete what? That's the mucilage. That's what you see there on the outermost what? The outermost. It covers the. How I wish I can get the diagram of spirogyra. I will show you. You understand it better with the diagram because this thing is not well fully explained. Okay. So the answer is what? All these things are still inside. Cellulose cell wall is there, but the answer is what? Nuclear membrane is there covering the what? The nucleus. So the nuclear membrane. Plasma membrane is there before the what? Before the what? Plasma membrane and the cellulose cell wall. Which one comes first? Based on what we discussed, from inside to outside, which one comes first? The plasma membrane and the what? Cell wall. From inside to outside, based on what we discussed yesterday, which one comes first? Is what? Plasma membrane, yes. Before after the plasma membrane, you have the what? Cell wall. Now, this mucilage now is one that protects the what? The cell wall of the outside. It's outside the what? Cell wall in what? Spiral what? Gyra. All right, let's continue. Number 9 says, the function of endoplasmic reticulum is A. Protein synthesis. B. Intracellular transport of materials. C. Digestion and destruction of foreign bodies. D. Production of energy from glucose. What is the answer? You. What's the answer? Tell us. I said, the function of endoplasmic reticulum is A. Protein synthesis. B. Intracellular transport of materials. C. Digestion and destruction of foreign bodies. D. Production of energy from glucose. From glucose. Who disagree with her? Hey, strongly. Who else? I say who disagree with her first. Disagree with her. Ellen Mary, do you agree with her? What's the answer? What? A is what? Protein. Who disagree with her? Okay, you agree with her? Okay, you agree with Ellen Mary. A. Protein. Who disagree with all of them? B is what? I agree with you. Protein synthesis takes place in the what? Ribosome. Intracellular. You know, endoplasmic reticulum form a network. There's a network there. If you check this thing well, that's why endoplasmic reticulum it forms network. Okay, but what?
They see that a little atom of ribosome is that form that protein synthesis, like it's playing.
No, see what happens. See what happens. Protein synthesis takes place in the what? Is ribosome.
Yes, I know.
Good. But what happens is this: we have two endoplasmic reticulum. We have two types. We have the rough and the smooth. We have the rough and the smooth. The rough doesn't have ribosomes on it, but the rough is one that has the what? The ribosomes on it. But endoplasmic is just channel. It's not a set of protein synthesis what? Production. It's a channel. It's an intracellular transport. The function is intracellular transport of what? Material. Intra within the cell, transport of materials. Those protein synthesized, they have to. If after synthesis they need to move out now, two of us here. So the answer is what? B. Intracellular transport of what? Materials. Number 10. The function of ribosome is A. Protein synthesis. B. Okay, sorry. in that number 9, see, digestion and destruction of foreign bodies is carried out by what? Digestion and the destruction of foreign bodies is carried out by what? Huh? Lysosome. Good. Lysosome. Production of energy from glucose is where? Energy from glucose is where? Is where? I said it now. Even here. I explained it here. Before the question 9, I explained it here. Okay, what actually is what? Where? It's mitochondria now. Breakdown of glucose to release energy. It's no respiration. It's no respiration. Number 10 says the function of ribosome in cells is A, protein synthesis, B, starch synthesis, C, transport of materials, D, lipid storage. Problem. This one is simple. Please, if I give assignment, do the assignment. Let me give you a secret on how to do it. If any assignment I give you, go home, take it seriously with your full chest. Get that assignment. Anyone you don't know, try to check it up in a textbook or browse it. Try to understand the reason why you choose any specific answer. If you consistently do this, if you get there, if you get an aka, if you get an aka man there, if you jam you want to write, what you do to jam? Child. So take this assignment seriously. I keep saying this. As for me, this is the most important thing. This is the most important. It's not just to sit down and listen to lectures and after that, some may even be sleeping. Some may even be here, but their mind is in the hostel. Their mind is somewhere else. It's review. After that, when you're given an assignment to review, how are you able to review the assignment? And are you able to identify any option, the reason why that is the answer, or the reason why that is not the answer?
So I still disagree with that number 9.
Number 9 says what? You say you disagree with it?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you disagree with it?
Because according to what I understand, the endoplasmic reticulum can either be smooth or rough.
Of course I know.
Yes, and in general, its function is to produce protein.
No, it's not true.
It seems to know that
It's not true. It's not true. Anyway,
I was confused because of that number 10.
endoplasmic reticulum is a channel. If you go to the cell now, look at it. You see something like this. You see something like this. True or false? True or false? It's just a channel. In different models, it's just a channel. It's not. Ribosome is where the thing takes place in the what? They said the endoplasmic reticulum with ribosome attached to it is the what? The rough what? One. Okay? Good. The smooth one is involved in transport of other things, not this. It's synthesized what? Protein. Am I communicating? So the answer is what? Intracellular transport of materials. If you still disagree, give me the material, your source. Let's look at it. Sometimes some things, there are some junks online. I hope you know. So it's not everything you see online. That's why I prefer backing everything. Textbooks. Do you know why if I want to source materials, there's different levels I source material from. The best level of sourcing material is published articles. Serious published articles in international journals. That's my primary source of information. Then apart from that, next sort of information is what? Textbook, because these textbooks has a name, has a publisher. So any wrong information here is the company or the author that will have issues. Hope you know. The book will stop selling. Hope you know. But people online can just create websites and copy and post. People just, once they are getting to traffic, Google will be giving them money. True of us. Most of the things you see online, don't just take it. Try to confirm it again, if possible, with a textbook, to be sure of what you are doing. Okay. So that is not the answer. The answer is what? Intracellular what? Transport of materials. Now number 18 says, which of the following, number 11, which of the following structures is common to euglena, white blood cells, and amoeba? Which of the following structures is common to euglena, white blood cell, and amoeba? A. Vacuole. B. Cell wall. C. Cilia. D. Cell membrane. D. Who disagree with her? D. Cell what? Membrane. Cell what? Membrane. Amoeba doesn't have cilia. True of us. Amoeba doesn't have cell wall. True of us. Then white blood cell. Does white blood cell have vacuole? Does euglena has vacuole? You said no? Hope you know that euglena have plant like an animal like, and you say he doesn't have vacuole. What are you saying? Now so the answer is what? The cell membrane. Number 12 says, the membrane surrounding the vacuole in a plant cell is called A. Plasmalemma, B. Tonoplast, C. Nuclear membrane, D. Endoplasmic reticulum. Naman, what's the answer? The membrane surrounding the vacuole in a plant cell is called A. Plasmalemma, B. Tonoplast, C. Nuclear membrane, D. Endoplasmic reticulum. C is what? Nuclear membrane. Okay, you just called C. You don't even know what is what C. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can still know it, true of us. You may still know it, even without being here, true of us. So it doesn't matter. So feel free. If you don't know, you say you don't know it. I want to. Feel free. After all, are you aware that there are some school you get admission, the first thing they give you is test. True of us. They didn't teach anything, no. As you enter in the crowd, they give you test first. They want to know your level, so as to know how to do what? Help you. So it doesn't matter. Even if you're just coming, you can still be asked questions. Doesn't matter. Don't feel bad. So who knows the answer? What's the answer? B is what? These three human beings here. It seems that they are going to be the star girls of today's class. So the answer is what? Tonoplast. I also have another group here. That's good. The answer is what? Tonoplast. Remember, can you refer back? There's a question that has to do with this, right? Good. I think that should be question what? Question what? Question what is that? Okay. The answer to question C, that vacuole is surrounded by a membrane, but they didn't mention the membrane. So here now the question now asks, what is the name of that membrane? The name is what? Tonoplast. All right, number 13 says, The nuclear membrane is for what? Nucleus. Hope we discussed yesterday that nuclear membrane surrounds the what? Nucleus. Now, the nucleus is considered the control organelle of a cell. The nucleus is considered the control organelle of a cell because A, it contains the genetic material. B, it contains the nuclear sap. C, it is bounded by the nuclear membrane. D, it is located at the center of the cell. A is what? Yes, we discussed yesterday now. That is where nucleus is the chairman. It's just the dishing out genetic code, right? That control things going on in the what? Cell. Ask.
But it contains the cell genetic information.
What the? Yes, now. We did not see yesterday. Can you remember? Where are you there yesterday? Where are you there yesterday? Okay, you were the physical, but you were not there intellectually. Cynthia, you discussed yesterday, right?
Yes.
Izu, right? Yes. What yesterday? Yesterday was what? Sorry, Tuesday. Tuesday, right? Yes. Thursday was yesterday. Oh my, you're confusing me, Suku. Tuesday was Thursday, sorry. Thursday, yesterday. We discussed it yesterday. And we spent time on nucleus. In fact, we haven't even done self in nucleus. We spent time because other organisms just say they do this, but nucleus will settle down and to tell you how important nucleus is. How important. A lot of things going on in the cell. The diagram, the meeting is held in the way. From there, the other things will control it. Do this, produce this, that. Okay, this human being, his Chukwu's head will look like this. It's in nucleus that they plan it. How his eyes will look like. And the Chukwu is doing one slow. Is there. His Chukwu should not. This is Chukwu we want to form now. He should look like this. Everything has to do with what? Okay.
What about this plasma?
Plasmalemma.
It surrounds the entire cells and controls what comes in and out.
Okay, you want to help us?
No.
Wow. No.
I see that
You say what?
it surrounds all the entire cells and
Okay.
helps what goes in and out of the cell.
Yes.
So my question now is is it that the nucleus covers the plasma, or let me understand?
No, what happens? You know, these things I told you about general name. This they discussed yesterday. I told you that this is just the general name of coverings in the cell. The general name. As we all here are human beings. But if you now come specifically, you are success, you are this, you are that, okay? Now, when it comes to the one covering the nucleus, it has its own name, which is what? Nuclear membrane. Am I completing? The one that covers the cell, as in only the outside of the cell, before the cell wall is called what? Cell membrane. But that is just their general name. Am I communicating? So that's what happened. Now, when you now come to the vacuum now, it has its own name. It's called what? Tono what? Plast. Okay? Good. Now, I think that is the end for biology review. Any questions so far? Please do it. If you give an assignment here, do it. You know, it gives joy that you sit down. It may be time consuming, but do it. Sit down, get your textbooks. Try to. If you look at a question, try to find out which topic does this question belong to. You go to that topic, get the information, answer your question. You can browse online, you know. Don't just pick the answer and come here because I'll ask you a reason. You try to explain, please. And if you do that, you see yourself, you know, gradually, you are by let's say 1, 2, 3 months, you ask yourself, am I the person asking questions like this? It's because of what you do on daily basis. Chiefs, are you with us?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. So, Chineye, are you okay? What's wrong with you? Huh? No, it's not true. I know my student. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? It's not working. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so I think we'll stop here for biology review. All right, thank you very much for your attention. See you next time.